Solar eclipse goes on today, and I say, I'm just not really all that excited about it, to be perfectly frank.
Curmudgeon Chris over there.
Just, it's not my bag, I guess. And so I thought we'd do a What's the Why, Joe. Why should I enjoy it? And I will tell you why your eternal optimism here is unwarranted. Or what's the why?
Because usually you're like Mr. Optimist, Mr. Curious. You're like, oh, cool, we're going to go and do this. And you're just like bouncing off the wall. But today you were totally like, I guess.
No, I think it's just become too much for me. I start to feel like...
you have eclipse fatigue?
Yes, that's it.
Post-eclipse syndrome?
I am...
PES?
Yes. I am pest. You are correct. I feel burned out on this, is what I do. I just feel like there's just been too much eclipse talk, too much eclipse everything today. So how about our What's the Why? You want me to give you my reason or two first?
The downer first?
Yeah, all right.
You got the downers, I got the uppers.
Here we
go.
Why there was no reason for you to enjoy the eclipse today.
Yeah.
First of all, how about we had to run a story saying, is it safe for dogs to be outside during a solar eclipse?
You love dogs.
I do love dogs.
Protect dogs.
The fact that people don't know that dogs can go outside is mind-boggling to me. It's just a stark reminder of the fact that dogs are smarter than us. Not joking, literally quoted in the story is a veterinarian who said dogs don't look at the sun. That's why they're smarter than people. Mm-hmm. That's it.
No.
Literally, dogs are smarter than us. You know why? Because they don't stare at the sun. And for people who went out and got doggy sunglasses, you're a lost cause at this point. Really. I mean, I love that you love dogs. I love that your dog is a family member, but the dog doesn't need sunglasses because the dog doesn't want to stare at the sun. Don't make your dog stare at the sun. You're a meanie face.
Okay.
All right? So make me feel better about that, Joe. Well, blind dogs might be able to see a shadow now. Won't that be fun?
Well, no, like you said, dogs are smart enough to know not to do that.
Yeah.
So, but I'm going to jump right to this right here. I mean, you do point out that there are some people out there who stare at the sun. Bad things happen.
Yes.
I look at that optimistically. That's natural selection, Chris.
All right.
You stare at the sun without the glasses. You weren't fit for this life.
All right.
Plus, it keeps eye doctors in business.
All right.
That's a good thing.
It's an economic boon, isn't it, Darwin?
Floaters and blindness, get those eyes dilated. Come on, this is good. See what the frickin' eclipse does for us? This is good.
This is, I feel like we're on chapter 10 of the origins of man here all of a sudden. This is wonderful, Joe.
What do you mean by that?
I just feel like it's survival of the fittest. You're very Darwinian with this.
Yeah.
I feel like the eclipse brings out the worst in humanity. You know, you had to make mention of cell phones. Don't shine your phone at the sun because it could destroy your phone. Mm-hmm. How about if you are going to be the eternal optimist like Joe, and you're going to enjoy the eclipse, how about put your phone down? You don't need to take a picture of the sun. You don't need to take a picture of the eclipse. As we were watching the news coverage of it, and as we stepped outside today, we saw a bunch of people who had their phones pointed at the sun. Mm-hmm. Terrible idea. Do you know why?
No.
You're missing the eclipse because you're trying to catch the eclipse on your stupid phone. There are very expensive cameras pointed at the eclipse. Mm-hmm. Very expensive videographers who are tracking this thing, right?
Yeah.
Their photographs are going to be available for you for free. The idea that you're out there with your iPhone 11 to go take a picture of the shadow of the moon, it's not going to turn out as well as you can see it. You're never going to look at that photo again. And frankly, if you're recording it, if you have taken video of the sun, that's it. From now on, every April 8th, from here until the next eclipse, I want you to get that video out, and you're going to have everybody standing around. Hey, everybody, come gather around. We're all going to look at my video of the sun, because I had to take it rather than just watching the thing. All I have is this dumb video, which ruined my camera.
Oh, boy. You just don't.
How do you not see that coming? How do you miss out on so much? Just because you're trying
to document.
Missed out on it because I was staring at it.
You're trying to document a little.
Put your phone down.
Well, I would say live a little, Chris. So you're saying you're saying just experience it. Don't get out and try to document it. But I'm saying, hey, live a little. The World Cup, the Olympics, those things only come about once every, 4 years roughly?
Sure.
Total solar eclipses every few years. But the next one visible from the U.S. isn't going to happen until 2044.
I'll be dead.
You will not be dead. You will not be dead.
I'm not going to survive that long.
The fact that we're not going to have another one of these for 20 plus years.
I'll be dead.
You will not be dead
Pablo,
by August 23rd, 2044.
Pablo, you and I are about the same age.
Yeah, I can't say I'll
be just, no.
Okay, so then if you're going to be dead, then I hope you really enjoyed and appreciated today.
I did. Not. But if I were someone who would enjoy it, I would have at least seen it because it wouldn't have been in my phone.
That's Chris dying, if you can't tell.
I also love the conspiracy theorists who think that this was planned. Like, there are people right now that just took, what did you say the next one is going to be 2024? Do we know the date?
2044.
Or 2044? Do we know the date?
Yeah, August 23rd.
How do we know that?
The solar system and
it's
how it
because
all aligns?
The Rothschilds and the Illuminati have planned this.
The who?
Everybody knows the Bilderberg Group is controlling this right now.
The Build-A-Bear Group?
This is going to be the end of humanity.
No.
The conspiracy nuts ruin it for everybody, too.
No. It's different and it's fun, Chris.
My son is talking with the Masons, by the way, and he sent me this text this morning. Mm-hmm. Hold on, where'd it go? Here it is.
Yeah.
Ritual completed. Endless authority and power shall flow through the veins of the worthy until the next eclipse where it must be done all over again. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I hate the conspiracy crap.
So we've got the NCAA championship tonight going on out in Glendale.
Yes.
So this eclipse, same kind of thing to me. There's nothing wrong with watching a little March Madness in the office 1 day, 2 days out of the year.
Right.
Same thing with the eclipse. It's fun to break up the routine a little bit.
You know what? I'm glad you brought that up.
Is the eclipse going to affect the rotation of the basketball tonight?
You never know. Good point.
This was all planned. This was part of the Purdue, I don't know, family.
Purdue family.
They make chickens or something in basketball.
You were glad I brought something up.
You know, some people go a little bit crazy, too, when it comes to the
eclipse. I think you do.
Some people, now, this is seriously, the emergency room says that they are getting prepared for what they say happens every time there's an eclipse. People coming in to claim eclipse sickness, which I think is a little bit like people who go nutty during a full moon.
I think we call it eclipness.
That's exactly what it is, ecliptitis. I think that's what, there's another thing. It somehow makes people nuts.
Well, Pablo was just like randomly drumming in the office today, and he said he did feel a little off.
Hey, you know, he was laughing about getting in touch with his ancestors and making a ritual sacrifice to the volcano gods or something. I think.
Like that, yeah.
I did happen across this, and this is the part that I think is the best. These are the people that get it, all right? These celestial movements, they happen all the time. So whatever. Like, don't freak out. This is just normal. But I like this. The Navajo tradition. Solar eclipses are compelling astronomical events that connect us to the sun and the moon in powerful ways. This according to exploratorium.edu. The eclipses can leave lasting memories and phenomenon, blah, blah, blah. In collaboration with the Navajo, astronomers of the Indigenous Education Institute, the Exploratorium created resources that feature solar eclipses, the Navajo worldview. And they say that the Navajo actually use this as an opportunity to study the sky, pass down stories, and to go indoors and reflect. This is part of their knowledge of the cosmos that they do. You know what? I like that. Hey, look, the moon is passing in front of the sun. How about if I don't stare at the sun? Instead, why don't I go inside and just reflect on this time?
Yeah, I had that down as a positive, too. I had cultures, religions.
Nope.
Yep. I had
nope.
I
said the Navajo. Yeah. I didn't say all cultures and religions. I said the Navajo.
I'm celebrating all of them. Also, the people out there with eclipse playlists.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No.
No, we're learning. We get night in the middle of the day. Tell me that's not a good thing.
You're supposed to be looking at the positives, not giving more reasons that it stinks. No.
Culture. I had culture down. All good.
All right. Did you make an event out of watching the eclipse? Did you do it with your phone in your hand?
Or with your dog, maybe?
What's the matter with you?
Thanks for watching The Chris and Joe Show. Click to see more from Chris and Joe and tap the button in the middle to subscribe to KTAR News.